This is the 18th video of the wargaming of Wargame Design Studios Napoleonic Battle of Friedland. This is the second series, and in this one I am playing the French again, and the game's artificial intelligence is playing the Russians. It is June 14th, 1807, 2:30 p.m., turn 52 out of 90 turns, and I believe I'm continuing with the French movement. So, let's see what I've done here. Looks like I've moved these guys. Charging these guys. He's holding this hex, which gives you the points for Friedland with the cavalry unit. That's interesting. Okay, looks like these guys are all done. These guys have moved. These guys have moved. These guys have moved. Okay, this is where we left off. Let me go down here just to make sure I move this cavalry. No, I haven't. Oh, I haven't moved these guys. Okay. Let me... These guys haven't moved either. Oh, shit. Okay. Let me get things squared away here. These guys moved. This guy moved. I'm on high ground here, so he can't see me. But let me make sure I am. Yeah, he can't see me until I get to the edge. He's on lower ground. He can see me with this guy, but this guy's pointed this direction. That's the trouble now. He's going to have to face multiple directions. It's a lot easier when you only have to face one direction. Alright, we got the guard coming here. hard. Okay, good. We just cleared the road. Okay, now we'll bring up this cavalry. Perfect. Oh, by the way, that's the clothes washer in the background. It's laundry day, and I don't have a door between my computer room and the laundry, so I'm just finishing up. So it's good you don't have to endure the noise of the washer, because that's a lot louder than a dryer. Okay, let's go back to our line. Oh, wait. Are all these guys? Yeah, this guy's moved. These guys have taken position here. Okay. When you get older, you have to do things when you remember them. Otherwise, you're going to forget. Just check on these guys. These guys have moved. Okay. When I was younger, I could remember all this stuff, but now I guess my memory keeps shrinking year by year. Pretty soon I'll have to put paste-its on my clothes to remind me to do stuff. I'm not quite there yet, but it seems sometimes I'm getting there. The good thing about getting older is you prioritize what you remember. When you're younger, you remember a lot of useless nonsense. But since my memory is shrinking, I shrink the nonsense at a much faster rate. Oh, I had played some of this company's Battle of the Bulge, and for several reasons I did not like it at all. So as a result, I subscribed to the newest Illustrator. I had a Illustrator software, I think it was like 25 years old, and I always had memory problems in working with a big map. But now what I'm doing is redrawing that map, redrawing the pieces, and I hope in the spring or summer at the latest, that's a big map so it takes a long time to draw, I'm going to restart that game because I like Battle of the Bulge, and do some scenarios to see if the Germans could have actually won that battle, because their setup was so incredibly incompetent they didn't have a chance. For instance, they set up most of their bridging units in back of their army, which was stupid in the extreme, because it takes, when they start moving, when the Germans start moving, their roads are totally congested, so the bridging units just sit there. I mean, it's really stupid. The other really stupid thing is they set up their armor divisions way, way in back. So they take forever to come up. So I mean, there's a lot of other things that were just totally stupid. And another thing I didn't like, the American infantry battalions operate as an entity, but for some reason they broke the German infantry battalions down into companies. Tell me if that makes any sense. And basically, since the armor is so far back and the roads are so congested, you have to fight the opening moves with the German, largely with the German infantry. And guess what happens to them? They get slaughtered because they're so weak. For instance, the American infantry battalions are between 600 and 700 men. The German companies are as few as 40 men, and 60, 80, or 100 is common. So you need 3-to-1 odds. What are the odds you get that? 0. Even if you stack up a bunch of companies and they're all spread out, so you really can't stack them up, you never get those odds, so you get slaughtered. You just get slaughtered, and it's stupid. The Germans should be in battalions, but I think the Americans should be in companies, because I read that they were deployed in companies, but they're deployed in full battalions. So, I mean, a lot of things like that skew the battle really against the Germans, and I guess it was the intent of the designer to do that. So I want to see if they had a competent deployment and they can fight with infantry battalions instead of companies, what their chances would have been, because the way the game's set up, their chances are 0. And I don't see why anybody would play the game as the Germans. So anyway, there's a lot of work to it. I've got to look at the combat values of all the units and combine them. And then redesign the counters, because in the game you can't tell what you have. And then of course redo the map. And what I've done is I've expanded the squares, not the scale, the squares by, I think, double the size, so I can put a lot of stuff on the counters because the counters are bigger. And in Illustrator, you know, you have various viewing percentages, so you can view the map at 100%, at 5%, at 200%. So you can zero in, expand it, and contract it whenever you want. So I figure if the counters are properly displayed and you have all the information you need on the counter, you don't have to look it up on like here on the user profile. You have to look all this stuff up because here they don't have any information on the counters. If you had it all on the counter and you can read it, how much better would that be? Because here, see, you have the front of the counter, you have the front profile, you have the back profile. So it's hard sometimes, especially with Battle of the Bulge, to figure out what the capabilities of these counters are. Here you pretty much know, because you know, a French battalion is usually between 350 and 500 men. Artillery battery, I think, is typically 6 guns for cavalry and 8 for infantry. So, you know, you kind of know the fundamentals, but in the Bulge, that doesn't hold true at all. because you have so many different capabilities for the units, and the units are as small as a company and as big as a battalion. So anyway, I really like the Battle of the Bulge, and this company has, because I have several different Battle of the Bulge game, and this company does the best job of both the map and the counters. And they have a lot of good rules in there too, but they have a lot of bad ones. So instead of posting a third game, I like to have one American Civil War game, one Napoleonic game, and one World War II game. I'm going to take the time to work on that. So I'll only be posting 2 games, because I'm working on that a lot more than if I did and posted that game. Although I do have, let me see what I need to do here. Units. Although I do have a really great game all set up as a board game. SPI's War in Europe. So I may do that one. That's a fun game. And I've got several rules modification, which makes it really a lot more historical. So I might, yeah, come to think of it, I might do that. Okay, we are ready to rock and roll. Let us do that. Allied defensive fire. Poor Lon, he's getting beat to shit. Oh shit, I didn't move that guy. So he got hit again. But I'll move the guard up, so I'll start to take offensive on the north end of Land's line. Oh shit. Hopefully the south end will stand up to the pounding. Okay, I'm going to have very little actually. Does Land have any? I don't believe he does. I guess it's just these charges up here and a couple of shots in Friedland. Well, these guns cannot fire because there's limbered. Okay, they'll be unlimbered next time. 9 men. And this guy can shoot 15. Okay, now we can shoot at this guy. Oh, one's disordered already. Let's work on the second guy, 47. Well, that won't be long until he's disordered too. I believe that's it. Now for my charges. Let's see what we can do with them. Advantage attacker, that's always good. It can be advantage defender, you're sure to take heavy casualties. Or undetermined, for some reason AI won't make a determination, but you usually split casualties. Both sides will get this pretty close to the same amount of casualties. And when you have attacker advantage, that means the defender is going to get more casualties than the attacker. So let's hope it's a lot more. And it depends on the odds as to what the... Here we split casualties, okay, but he's disordered. I'll go with that because now I can get these guys up here and hopefully surround them and uh-oh, advantage defender. I'm going to do it anyway. 33 and 21. That's not too bad. And he's disordered. You're automatically disordered when you charge, but I wanted to disorder these guys, so there's 3. because they're all Lancers. Or are they? No. There's an artillery battery here that's limbered. Well, that could have caused a real mess. This is a Lancer. And this is just heavy cavalry. This Lancer unit is the most deadly unit in the game for any side. They can really kill you on a charge. So you always want to disorder it, because when you disorder them, they can't charge till they recover. Alright, let's go to Allied movement and see what he's going to do with these guys. I got to get my infantry down here and then finish this cavalry off. But see, the tricky part is he can always recover. Well, now these guys are coming up to land. I don't know what that means. Ah, see, the cavalry is running away to hide. What AI does is it likes to get units in your rear to move all over the place and block you. So you never want to have one of its units in your rear kind of running loose. Send some infantry down there and artillery, and they'll finish off the cavalry, because the cavalry is, unless the cavalry can charge, it's helpless. Well, I guess the dragoons can deploy and fire, but their firepower isn't real heavy, because they got this real short musket, so it doesn't have good range. And dragoons were basically cavalrymen, and so I don't think they took a lot of training with their musket. They kind of fired on their horse. They didn't like form up into a line, so it was like hit or miss. The accuracy was bad, because the horse would move around, and they couldn't steady the gun. So, you know, it has some firepower, but not very much. Oh, here he comes again. Trying to overpower land. Oh, shit. The only reason he came up is because that guy retreated. Now he's faced backwards, so he's going to get heavier casualties. And AI does that. I mean, the attack won't make any sense, but AI will do it just because he sees a temporary advantage. Oh shit, he's moving up artillery. Now that, if he gets closer, I don't think he can fire through the woods. I hope that's woods. Oh shit, it's just a shitty archer. Well, that should be tall enough where he can't fire through it. I guess we'll soon find out. If he does, I gotta back up. So that'll start to kill what's left of land. I'll have to back up to the ridge back here. I'll have to slow walk it. Land is, a lot of his corps is pretty much shot anyway. Oh, look, he's moved this artillery up. Oh, to try to shoot me in the back, I guess. He did me a big favor. Because he wasn't able to deploy, so I'll just turn around and shoot him and then melee him. Alright. Look at all that artillery head down here. That's the one thing I'll say about the Russian army. They have great artillery. A shitload of it, too. Okay. Well, this guy's out for the count. I might as well fire at this guy. Oh shit, the guns cannot fire. No reason for that. I guess it's just a die roll. 10. Shit. I'll be taking some hits there, that's for sure. I can't do anything here. God damn. This cavalry's still staying there. That's interesting. 9, 25. Ah! He took the disordered guy and put him second because I was firing at the second guy. I guess he thinks I'm stupid and I'm going to fire at the second guy again. No, we're going to fire at the first one now. 58, man. Whew. Alright. See what happens. 2, okay. Oh, he only got fatigue. 1. That wasn't bad. 14. God damn it, I gotta get that guy out of there. 2. 1. 4. No effect. 10. No effect. No effect. 17. Shit. No effect. I guess I have to pretty much head for the ridge. Is he gonna melee me? Nope. Frenchy movement. Okay. Disordered. Shit, routed. Disordered. Well, this is a ticklish situation. We've got disordered units here. So he can't melee me. I'm not disordered. Alright. This guy's isn't disordered either. So I'm going to put him in line. Turn him around. I'm going to unlimber this gun. Turn him around. I'll put the guy under the gun. Alright, we'll see how you like what's going to happen to you next. Now this guy's going to take a pounding. But he's shielding this guy. Amazingly enough, he's still this guy's on the clear. Alright, let's look at some elevations here. He's on 5. 6 is down here, but he doesn't have any artillery. So if I back up, but he's got some artillery on 7, I know that, because he keeps hitting these guys, so he can hit these guys. But yeah, he can probably, god damn it, it's just orchard here. Okay, I'm going to go into the column with this guy. God damn it. This is what happens. Fatigue at 200, so he disordered. Jesus H. Christ, so he can't move. Oh well, that makes my decision. He should have been moved out of the line. That's what happens when you fight longer than you should. We'll move this guy up here. Now these guys have to get out of here. Shit, he can only move 1 hex. This guy's only 39 men. Why am I trying to rally him? I'll send Napoleon up here. I can't make it. Push this guy a little further in the woods. All right. Disordered, disordered, disordered. Shit, all he's got is disordered. Disordered. 3, 4, 5. 5 out of 6 guys up here are disordered. So if I get infantry there, I'll make mincemeat out of them. Move our cavalry up here. There's a lot of these buggers. We'll have them go to the north here, across the stream and start beating up on these guys. By that time, I'll have this cavalry around here, and then we'll either charge these guys first or melee them with the infantry. This guy moved? No. Fatigue is 651. See, it's worthless to rally him. See, he won't recover. Even when the game ends. Alright, what do we got with these guys? Well, I'll move my square right next to him. This guy's in an orchard. Okay. Alright, this... God damn it, he's disordered. Shit. I can't get at this artillery. Or can I? Well, this guy has a zone here, here, and here, but not here. Let's see if I can sneak in there. Okay. I can't charge him, but I can melee him. I just want to do it enough to disorder him so he can't change formation. Okay, now we'll start unlimbering the artillery here. We'll go in the line. We'll go underneath. I'll start banging these guys. Good, and it's horse artillery, so I'll be able to fire. And this guy, we're going to unlimber. Why won't he unlimber? He's got 0 fatigue. Oh shit, because he's in front of cavalry. Well, this guy unlimbered. Why doesn't this guy? Look at that. Yellow rat. See if I put this guy underneath, if that makes a difference. Ah! Okay. Shit, he won't do it. Ah, damn bastard. Okay. Let's point this guy up. Shit. He really is not going to deploy. Shit. Okay. Well, in that case, This is a building. Okay, we'll move him down here. Shit, he doesn't. Oh, he's only got 2 movement points. God damn it. Let's see if he can go in the square. Yeah, he can. Good. He's disordered, so he can't charge. These guys can charge, though. I better disorder this guy. I gotta keep this guy in place. Okay. To go over here. Well, that might be dangerous. Oh shit, there's a couple other guys hidden there. Let's see if I can go in the... Village is minus 20, huh? Oh shit. Oh, we've got a bunch of artillery here, but we've got cavalry and there's some ground to hide behind, so now this guy, let's move him out of the way. This guy will go in column. Shit, can't move hardly at all. This guy will go in column. Yeah, doing the city stuff takes some time. Okay. Oh shit. Can't cross there. See, AI isn't so dumb. I'll disorder. All I can do is cross way over here. Okay. We'll have to blast this unit out of there. I need to put some infantry over here at this crossing. Shit, there's a lot of these green guys. It's going to be a tough city to take. Alright, let's move this cavalry down here. Actually, I could cross here, but all this artillery is coming up, so that's not going to do me much good. Well, at least I may come up in the rear of this artillery. I don't see anything protecting it, so instead of just staying here like a lump, I'm going to go down this road and try to circle around. It's going to take quite a while before I can knock down these guys. I suppose I can go down here. Alright, let's get these guys started down here. I'm sure some of these guys are going to get disordered, especially by that artillery, even if it's halved. It's going to wreak some havoc. That's why I have to get this brigade coming in from this direction. This damn thing is pretty big. Oh yeah, I'm coming off this crappy road. Shit. A new division is way over here. Holy Christ. Well, let's get rid of these elevations. Yeah, I need this artillery to come up too. Friedland is going to be no knockover. Let's see, what's the way to cross? Oh, yeah, wait, let me do this. So if he bounces back, he disorders one guy in the road, but the rest of these guys were able to pass by. I think, is it here? I think it is. Yeah, good. All right. Okay, Old Yeller is going to start going down this road. Ah, Jesus, this is what I need, all this artillery back here. It's probably guard artillery. Hmm. Okay, this artillery has to go to land. Holy shit. So this is the last of the infantry. I think we'll send that to land. Jesus, sounds like it's blowing like a hurricane outside. It's supposed to have really strong winds. So I'll send this last brigade. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that works out okay. I'm going to take this infantry and come up here with it. Ah, shit, there's no way I can get cavalry across here. I can cross here, but what good's that do me? I still have to go around here, otherwise I get disordered. This would be the only way through, but I'm sure it's got a lot of long-range artillery. Sitting on here probably blow me apart, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, it's so. Is this guard artillery? Looks like it to me. No, it isn't. First, yeah, guard, the guard. Guys, Don't get fancy with that French shit. Just call it the Guard. Old Guard, Le Guard. Just call it Old Guard, Middle Guard, Young Guard. They always say, oh, the Grenadiers, the... You can't tell what it is. Just state it in English. Are we getting anybody new? Nope. Nope. That's it. This is the whole army. Okay, these guys are waiting. Well, 58 minutes. All right, we'll let Allies do defensive fire and then we'll stop. No effect. One gun. Oh, shit. 12. You got a 1 out of 6 chance to get a gun. He always gets it. 8. No effect. No effect. No effect. That's the only bad thing about the Russians. They got a lot of howitzers. They're highly inaccurate too. 1. No effect. Those are all the no effects. I'd almost put those off to the side because they're friggin' worthless. 15. Oh, no effect. Well, could have been worse. All right, we're going to stop it here for today. And we'll continue on next